Welcome back. We're hanging out with our friends over at Moncus Park, and joining us is Mark Hernandez, grounds manager over there. Mark, you are standing in the Cajun Prairie. What's going on?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. So this is a 2.5 acre plot between what we call our promenade and the big hill, Orlando Mountain, and Red Laurel. So if you're walking the promenade, the sidewalk at the park, and you look over to your right, you'll see this beautiful display of wildflowers.
Yeah.
This is a very specific set of species, better known as the Cajun Prairie. These are plants that would have been all around our space hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Over the course of time and development, we've lost a lot of these species. And so we're actively reintroducing all of these species back to Moncus Park. There's other organizations out there that are introducing them in public spaces. There's a really beautiful 10-acre garden up in Eunice, Louisiana. If you get a chance, go check that out. That garden has been there for 30 years.
Wow.
So you'll see what a really well-established prairie looks like there. And that's what we're doing here. We're in year one of our Cajun Prairie. So these are some of the results only after 1 year. So the first year, they say the prairie sleeps. The second year, it creeps. And then the third year, it leaps. So if this is what it looks like in year one in the sleep, and you can only imagine what the next few years will look like out here. We're really excited about this.
It's stunning. And the bouquet that you just picked in your hand, oh my God, vibrant colors. Mark, why is it so important that we kind of preserve this?
Yeah, so first off, these are species that are declining because of development and whatnot. And so we'll lose these species if we don't protect them. But also it acts as a pollinator setting for all the pollinators. So, you know, there are over 60 species of different plants. These things will bloom starting now and go all the way into the early fall. And so we'll have things for pollinators to eat all through the summer. And it's a spectacular display of color. And it really is. It talks a lot about the history, the cultural history of the Cajun Prairie in the Acadiana region. There were thousands and thousands of square miles of acreage in Cajun Prairie, 300, 400, 500 years ago, that we'll lose if we're not actively protecting it.
And I love that you guys have kind of made a space for it over at Moncus Park. Off the top of your head, do you know some of the species that you're holding in your hand right now?
Yeah, so the yellow one is a Coreopsis tinctoria. These are blanket flowers. There's cornflowers. There's another species of Coreopsis. There's a common sunflower. There's lots of grasses that are not blooming yet. There's clovers, asters, blazing star flower, which is a beautiful flower later in the summer. So, if you come out once a week, you'll see a new flower every week, which is a pretty spectacular thing. And then use your apps and identify the species and start to really learn what the different species are. And then we encourage people to take those into their own yards and really and start to populate the area with all of these beautiful flowers.
I love that you guys have a space for this, and we're almost out of time, but I just have to point out how tall these grow. You were standing further back and it was almost waist high on you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, some of the species in here will get 8 or 10 feet tall.
Wow.
And they all are do well with each other. So they volunteer themselves and they find their happy place, and they just grow. It's an easy ecosystem to take care of. These plants were meant to be here, so we don't have to do much to get them to do well.
I absolutely love this, and I want to learn more. People at home want to learn more about Moncus Park and everything that you guys are doing over there. How can they?
Moncuspark.org.
Mark, thank you so much for educating us on the Cajun Prairie today. Simply stunning.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Of course. If you at home want to learn more, head to our website, klaf.com.